Let's talk about the college football Week 10 best
Let's
bets.
do it.
What do you like the most?
Man, there's a couple I've been kind of sneaking over here looking at. I love this over for Washington USC. I don't know how you don't.
What is it, 76 and a half?
76 and a half.
76.
76 and a half.
7 to 7, just take the over.
Like, I just don't know how I don't take it, right? I look at USC's defense. Y'all made Cal look like the Globetrotters on offense.
True.
God knows what Michael Penix and those band of witches are going to do with Pope McMillan and Udunze on the outside. And then Caleb Williamson, he's going up against Michael Penix, right? You have to score at USC. You know you have to score. I think this game could be crazy. I think it's going to be 40-something to 40-something at least. Give me the over 76 and a half in Washington, USC. A couple other ones that I'm just absolutely super duper jacked and tan for. One that I've kind of spotted that, I like Minnesota -2 at home against Illinois. I really like the bet. I don't want to touch the over under there. I like PJ at home. Altmaier and them have been inconsistent on offense, and I don't think this Illinois defense, obviously when you lose what they lost last year, not just the players, but Ryan Walters, the new head coach at Purdue, you had the #1 defense in the country last year. You got the guy whose family owns the pizza shop, like the local pizza shop. I trust that at quarterback, Kelly McManus. Yeah, please send us a pizza. I'd love to try it. But I like Minnesota by at least a field goal in this one. Even if it's a walk-off, you cover at the -2. Give me the Golden Gophers.
I like Minnesota too. What do you like?
I like David. I love Michigan.
I bet you do. -32.
Against Purdue. I'm betting Michigan until they make me stop.
They're gonna come out and stomp Purdue.
After this whole the sign thing, it's gonna be an absolute. This might be a first half cover.
Really?
32. It's gonna be bad. I like that. And are the forces this dark and light coming in? Notre Dame -3.
Oh, I already put it.
Clemson. I'm rolling.
I already put it.
Rolling on that. And if this Georgia game gets bet down to 13 and a half, it's already at 15. It was at 16 and a half. I'm putting all Palpatine Senator money.
Yeah.
All right. I'm getting Vader. I'm getting the boys. We're getting together, playing some pickleball. All right. We don't use paddles. We use the force. A little bit different how we do it. And I'm throwing it on Georgia.
Well, this Georgia-Missouri game, Missouri, to me, defensively, I don't think they can stop Georgia.
Yeah.
Like, I know they've been decent against the run and awful against the pass. Georgia is hitting on all cylinders. And you looked at after losing Brock Bowers, Ladd McConkey came back, looked healthy. But I'll continue to say the scariest thing that Georgia's shown all year is maturity.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen them face adversity, not manufactured adversity. They're down against South Carolina at home with a new quarterback. Carson Beck's winking at the camera at halftime. Comes back, they dominate the second half. They're down at Auburn. Carson Beck's first big road start in a rivalry game. Right, he's able to go to a security blanket, Brock Bowers. Georgia's able to find a way to win that game. Brock Bowers, Weapon X, Deadpool, Wolverine, gets hurt. The animanium's broken. How did that happen? What doesn't bat an eye? What does he do? Playing in a rivalry game on a neutral site, goes out and has one of the best performances they've had all year offensively. Georgia, to me, is showing maturity while developing. And with the roster they have and the personnel they have, with the run game, now they're getting healthier. Kendall Milton and them are back. Ladd McConkey, it seems like Dominic Lovett and Ra Thomas are stepping up. Your young tight ends, Oscar Delp is out there doing his best Brock Bowers impression. And the defense, while they don't have the star power in the front seven, I think they can stop Missouri's run game, make Missouri one-dimensional. Luther Burden, I think, is going to get his because it's a big game. And as good as Georgia is in the back end, I think Luther Burden is an absolute NFL player, a Pro Bowl level NFL player. I think Missouri will hit a couple big plays, but Brady Cook will turn the ball over a couple times, and this Georgia offense is just going to keep on keeping on, man. I like Georgia big in this one. What do you think?
Well, it's -15 and a half right now. You were talking about waiting until it goes down to 13 and a half. I don't know if you need to do that. It feels like a bad matchup for Missouri. Then again, they've overperformed by every metric that we've had.
It was weirdly tight last year.
Yeah, but
that helps Georgia to me, though. That helps Georgia to me, though.
Right, and that was on the road, too. And, it's just like this is who Georgia is. The last couple of years, they get better throughout the season, which every championship team needs to do. And remember, it's not just Carson Beck filling in for Stetson Bennett. You got a new OC, too. I mean, it's always weird to say new OC when Mike Bobo comes back because he's been the OC longer than Todd Monken was. Yeah. But still, you replaced offensive coordinator, you replaced a quarterback, your best player's injured, and somehow you're still rolling in a rivalry game against Florida. That's not at home.
Yeah.
I mean, just like they're that good.
We have to fight through in the mornings. Not us, though. Whether you're a stormtrooper, whether you're the Joker, whether you're Palpatine, got to drink coffee. And we say, look, I don't even know if caffeine does anything to me anymore. It's a placebo effect. But everybody knows we love Black Rifle coffee. We get tagged in social all the time. Even if you don't have time to brew coffee in the traditional way each morning, you get Black Rifle coffees ready-to-drink cans. It's perfect for people who need their coffee quickly. Look, it's a veteran-founded coffee company that's operated by principled men and women who honor those who protect, defend, and support our country. With every purchase you make, they give back. You can become a Coffee Club subscriber, get their high-quality coffee at lower prices with free shipping. Plus, you get early access to exclusive deals and prices. What do you got over there, David?
Headless Horseman's Roast. Cousin Ichabod.
Right in time. Right in time for Halloween. They got that pumpkin spice espresso too, but you got some Power Llama over there.
Power Llama.
Unlimited Power Llama.
Unlimited Power Llama.
So save money.
I am the Senate.
And drink America's coffee. Go to blackriflecoffee.com. Use promo code BOOSTER, BOOSTER at checkout for 10% off your one-time purchase or first coffee club order. That's blackriflecoffee.com. Promo code BOOSTER for 10% off. You can also find it in the grocery and convenience stores near you. But go to blackriflecoffee.com. Use the promo code Black Rifle Coffee, America's coffee. When the Georgia TTP comes out, I want to see that because I may be taking the Georgia team total points. That's how efficient they've been on offense. But playing it, you don't have to convince the players. I know Georgia lost a lot, but the players returning this year, you don't have to convince them about Missouri. They look up and they see Missouri's ranked 16th in the country and they're 7-1. They almost cost Georgia everything last year on the road. So I don't think there is any, oh, it's Missouri, oh, they're overrated, or that Missouri is going to get some huge boost of confidence because they snuck Georgia last year. There's no sneaking Georgia this year. They don't have to manufacture adversity. I'm telling you, I like Georgia big in this one. Big, big, big. I didn't care if it goes down to under 14.5. I may take them straight up or the TTP.
In contrast to the 77-point over-under Washington USC, we saw the lowest under in history come out for the Iowa Northwestern game. Now, on DraftKings, it's 31 right now, which I'm locking in.
I saw 30.
I would encourage everyone to lock it in. But some books have it down to 29.5 right now.
You're talking about locking in what? The over or the under?
The under.
The under.
For sure.
29.
29.5 some books.
Yeah, I've never looked at an Iowa game and be like, yeah, I'm locking in the over.
DraftKings, as of this morning, still had it at 31.
By the way, Brian Ferentz will not be brought back
Nope.
as the offensive coordinator. Kirk's son. So a lot of people were saying Kirk may step down after this year. I mean, they may win the West.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the Big Ten West in the last year, that's an incredible number. Like, it almost scares me to like it gets down to 20. You're putting a 2 in front of it. We can't sneak around.
I'm still taking that. Like, I have to trust my eyes at some point.
It'll be 13-10.
Oh yeah,
or something.
I mean,
like 16.
What's our thoughts on Ohio State minus 18.5 against Rutgers?
I like it. I like it, but
they're good bets.
But I tell you which one I like even more. I like the A&M Ole Miss over 53.5. For this reason, where's A&M's struggles been on defense?
In the secondary. Yeah.
Lane Kiffin he knows that. You still got Quinshon Judkins. They're going to try and run it a little bit. He wants balance. But I think A&M can score against this Ole Miss defense. I really do, as hard as it seemed offensively. But I think Ole Miss can score a lot of points against this A&M team. I would either buy Ole Miss down to minus 2.5 or take the over at 53.
I like Ole Miss minus 3, and if you can get that extra point, 2.5, that's great.
What about Florida minus 6 at home against an Arkansas team that's fallen apart?
I like it.
Bounce back?
Put it down. I like Florida minus 6.5 or minus 6 against Arkansas. I like Kansas plus 2.5 this weekend. Oklahoma State. We already
Who's
talked
Kansas
about
got?
Bedlam. We already
They
talked
got Iowa
about
State.
Bedlam.
Iowa State. That's
They go to Iowa State, right?
Yep.
Yeah, plus 2.5 with Kansas there. You get a couple points. And then BYU plus 10 at West Virginia. Get 10 points with BYU?
It's hard for me to trust BYU because they're so up and down with Keaton Slovis. But another one I'm kind of, this Jacksonville State, South Carolina game.
Actually, we had Dom in the chat who mentioned, like, what do we like in this?
It's screaming, it was at 16.5 yesterday. It's screaming Jacksonville State so loud that I don't like it.
That's too many points to give them. Like,
Here's what worries me, though. Like, South Carolina, they're hearing this. It doesn't look like there's a ton of wins left on the board.
Yeah.
You're trying to get bowl eligible, but I think South Carolina can play good and only win by 14.
Yeah, that's
so.
what
Do
I'm
I
saying.
wait this thing out and then all of a sudden it goes down, and I'm like sitting here at 14.5, like, oh God, or do we think it's going to go back up because it was at 16.5 yesterday? It's at 15.5 right now. The over/under is 55.
I saw it and it just seemed like a lot of points to give to Jackson State.
Battle of the Gamecocks.
That's true.
Let us know. We want to know in the chat what you think. What are some of the best bets? There's some other ones we're going to be covering all week. Hey, YouTube, thanks for stopping by. Yes, I'm dressed like the Joker, but this ain't no joke. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Turn on that notification bell, or I don't know, I may just cause some chaos in the city you live in.